Welcome back to War Thunder and welcome aboard the PV-2D Harpoon, which is an American rewards premium medium or light bomber. Yeah, it's a medium bomber. Rank 2, battle rating 3.3, and it's just fantastic. It's very similar to the A20G, but it just offers so much more. And when we look at the armament, I will make it short. You have 8 rockets, HVR rockets, and 6 1,000-pound bombs. So you can take 2 of the bombing points with you and then have some rockets, and also 8 centrally mounted 50 cals with a lot of ammunition in the shape of 2,000 rounds. Also 2 50 cal dual M2 Browning gunners, so one on the top and one for the belly. Now the one in the belly has some restricted firing arcs, but the top one is absolutely monstrous. If you know how to fly this plane right, you can just harvest enemy fighters. I had games with 3, 4, 5, even 6 kills. But in this case, the battle is just working out as we hope it to be. In the chat, the bombers just said, okay, one asked me if I could take down the left base, and I was like, yeah, sure. I also take the middle one, so you can go for the right one and also the bombing point. Now already, how does the bomb drops? Well, they have a bit of a special drop pattern because you don't release at first the 2 externally mounted, but the ones from the bomb bay, so the 4 in the bomb bay, get launched first. I don't even, mind going in a head-on with this Ju-87D. Even if it is the D5 version, I wouldn't bother, because even 1 kill will pay off, and that's the theme. This plane is a money printer. It's payday. When you fly this thing, it's payday. So first base destroyed, and that is without a silver line booster, which just ran out, which is a shame. And I'm dropping the 3 remaining bombs on the middle bombing point. And now I have a choice. Do I chase the Ju-87 or do I want to engage the C-202? Now I want to gun down the C-202 with the back turret gunner, or the rear gunner, and want to also engage the Ju-87, but one at a time. That's important. Second base now got destroyed, and I bait him into thinking that he has a rapid closing speed, and I want to position my plane in such a way that I have literally easy shots at him. And you can see, well, even with upgraded crew and upgraded gunners and so forth, the spread on certain defensive gunners is just horrible. But there are various different versions of the C-202, one of them just being oh god, one being just equipped with some heavy machine guns and light machine guns, and the other ones at higher battle rating being equipped also with 20mm cannons. And it's really a theme for this patch, and it's no secret that 50 cals are shredding stuff left, right and center, and are the weapon of choice for everybody that wants to have a reliable weaponry. And the amount of shells that you have, the shell density, the fire chance, the pure damage output, pilot sniping, wing ripping, setting engine on fire, and whatnot, it all comes together, and you have a lot of them, wing mounted, centrally mounted, it doesn't matter, and they are so awesome. And the amount of sparking that I had with 20mm weapons that are based on high explosives, such as the Germans, the Japanese, the Americans even, and so forth, they suffer. And this is one of the reasons why I guess the universal belt on the American Aiden cannons, which features half HE, half APIT, is just so brutally good, because the damage output from the AP shells, or armor piercing incendiary tracer shells, is just that good. I use it on the jets, as I've shown, I use it on the Bearcats, which I have shown, and so forth. It's just awesome. Now there is a duck, and again, I'm really cocky. Don't do this at home. I choose to go into a head-on. Yes, I could do something else and just decide to not go into head-on, which would be the smarter thing, but I finally get the hits in on the wing and it falls off clean. And there is another plane, which is the Heinkel 111, and he's flying at very low altitude. which is actually not the worst idea if he would have been undetected. You know, flying solo, you have a good chance of not getting detected, but when you are in reach of me, you often get pilot sniped. Heinkel 111, there was the chance that he dropped bombs and baited me into following him to get a surprise award by bombing an enemy aircraft out of the air. That's a danger if somebody's flying that low. That's always a chance that you have to keep in mind. And I have a pet in the shape of a Spitfire. Hello to you, sir. A bit of wing wiggling to, you know, show him that I have seen him. Some of my subscribers do this, or people that know this. I'm not quite sure if he's a subscriber or not. Doesn't matter. At this point in time, I have my 4 kills, and I destroyed already 2 bases with a premium account and also with the premium status of this plane. I could also add some wagers if I would drop a lot of vehicles on the Advance of the Rhine map, the RRB version at least. And also here I could do it, but I don't bother at all. I just want to get the hits in. So, do you remember the bombers from the beginning? Yeah, they actually managed to break through the enemy's fighter defensive screen. Nice shot here with the rockets. I took my time to aim. And they are actually about to drop the bomb into the base, into smithereens. So, yeah. Second strike, and I have no idea how that was a hit on the light pillbox, because both rockets impacted in front of it. But the angle was very shallow, so maybe it was a wrong registration on the server or client side. And third, so that's right now, and now the base is destroyed. So what we wrote in chat has actually paid off, which is not always the case. I had a marvelous round, 4 kills so far, and I'm about to hammer me some more ground units. Light pillboxes with the rockets. You also could destroy the light pillboxes with a strong burst of the 50 cals from most effectively under 400 meters, and that's also a hit. So 4 rocket strikes, 4 hits, 4 destroyed light pillboxes, giving my team further advantage in the points department. Although, you know, the tickets are now constantly ticking down for the enemy team because we destroyed their base, which is something that might happen in the future. Maybe a bit more, maybe not. We will have to see how the Heinkel 177 really plays out. I've heard rumors from some of my friends that it will get a medium bomber spawn, that the bombs drop in a unfortunate pattern that doesn't allow it to just rush through. You waste a lot of effective payload. We will see how it works out, but it doesn't really matter. Now let's have a look at the post-battle results. And you know, the battle was really short actually. Just 8 minutes, something like this. Yeah, and 145,000 silver lines, nearly 10,000 research points without a booster. But remember, premium plane, reward plane. Reward planes are always really strong. I-301, the PV-2D Harpoon. Same goes for tanks, KV-220 and the German Packwagen. They're outstanding vehicles at their respective battle rating. They give you a lot of income. So in general, I would say by default, it's always a good idea to go for the reward vehicles. If they are worth to fully pay yourself through, I don't know. But this plane has been in the game for quite some while now. I think it was available in the summer event, and it's still very, very good. I get a lot of air kills. I can play it very easy. It's a shame that it is actually that strong with the 50 caliber turrets, and it's pretty sturdy and so forth, and it always pays off. So this is how I prepare for the upcoming patch 1.77, and I need all the silver lines that there are, because again, tank gameplay doesn't pay off if I grind it even with premium tanks. I doubt that I would get all the necessary millions of civilians for the new top tier tanks. You see a pattern emerging here. Gaijin is always putting stuff on top of the current tank meta. At some point it's thinkable that we see rank 7 and rank 8 with future tanks, rank 9s with, I don't know, Star Trek Voyager and something, I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous how fast it goes in the development. But nevertheless, that was a nice battle. I had fun, I got a lot of income, and I do it repeatedly in short sequence. The gain per hour is actually pretty noticeable. Activate some wagers, activate some boosters, and you really feel that the income is there. That's it from me today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Please give this video a like if it did, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other in the skies of War Thunder.